Hello everybody and welcome back to WolfQuest and the Crystal Pack, which I am sure at some point I will accidentally call the Aurora Pack because I am so used to only having the Aurora Pack. But we are in the journey and I believe we are going to... Wow, our territory is something. I believe we're going to this one by Crystal Pond here. So that way. I do smell and kind of hear coyotes. That's a little... I also don't know where the pups are going. We don't have the best affinity. That might be why. Let's maybe make sure affinity's up. So I don't like how spread out the pups are getting here. Alright. Also smell bison, it's interesting, but I think we're going to head towards... Yeah, the pups are sticking a little closer now. Head towards our rendezvous site. And it shouldn't be too far. I see something ahead. I think it's a hare. Yeah, that's a hare. That's fine. A hare won't get my pups. I love the pups being bigger now for the journey than in the older game. It's so cute them just running along beside you Oh, evidently there's a fawn. Oh, and there's bison right there. Are they in the rendezvous site? Where's the rendezvous site exactly? Or is it, I don't think they're in the rendezvous site, but they are very close to it. I don't like that. I think they're far enough that it should be okay. Where is the rendezvous site exactly? Is it on the other side of the pond? I hope it's on the other side because I don't really want to be right by the bison. Is everybody with me still? Yeah. Okay. I think we're right on top of it. Wait, is it over here? Oh, I think it's here. I see it. Alright, poor Jasper limping along. Okay. And I'm just gonna call this... I'm gonna call this Crystal's Edge. Because it's right on the edge of Crystal Pond here. Alright. Oh, I love these pretty pink flowers that are right next to it. That's kind of nice. And we've done it. Alright, and the pups aren't too hungry. And let's see. We have a carcass over there. Oh, and I can also turn off rendezvous sites. There we go. We don't have the greatest energy. I might go head to our carcass and maybe top off on food a little bit. I don't know if I'm really gonna mark territory. I'd like to mark up here at some point, but I don't know that we really have the energy to both get food and mark. Of course, I don't like how low it is so close to McBride. I think I am just gonna get food. Because I really don't... I really don't want to spend all of our stamina. What is that? Is that coyotes? Coyotes. There's coyotes on our carcass. It's not too bad though. They're a bit stubborn, but... Get out of here. I know I don't have the greatest health, but I can still hurt. That was just a fox, I think. Get out of here. Hey, let go of me. Okay, I think they're leaving. Alright, we'll put meat chunk down for Jasper. And then, well, of course the pups are probably going to take the first bite, but that's okay. And then we'll get some sleep once everybody is, has eaten. Oh, you guys are so cute. I do smell coyotes. I wonder if it's the same ones that were over by that carcass. I think we're gonna go ahead and sleep. I don't think they can attack while we're sleeping anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and get the pups fed. And then I think we'll definitely want to go mark. Of course, this is also getting low, and that's actually on our border with Prospect Peak. We're a little closer to Prospect Peak now with this rendezvous site. I don't know if Snowdrop really loves that, but I think we could always expand in later years when our pack gets bigger. But if things do get really bad, I guess we could always move to a further rendezvous site. Get everybody all fed. Boy, you guys are hungry. It's not growing pups yet, but they sure are getting hungry. Gosh, I don't think I couldn't even get everybody fed with that. Quartz is still hungry. Jasper, do you? And you don't really have enough to regurgitate either. Wow. It definitely seems like the difficulty has already started, even though we're not technically in growing pups yet. But I think I'm gonna go mark up. Do I want to mark down here or up here? Up here is a lot lower, but down here is a lot closer to where we are, a lot closer to rival pack territory. I might try to get both. It's not great for our stamina, but we do have a carcass down. And I do really want to make sure that our territory stays pretty strong. Okay, I do want to put this hare down and hopefully get Quartz fed. Quartz was at like 50 a second ago, so that was not the greatest, but I did get this this top area marked, but now all of this is starting to decay, so it seems like territory is definitely going to be a big thing for this pack. I mean, we do have a very large territory to maintain. I think to a degree that's purposeful for Snowdrop. I think she wants to keep the other packs as distant as possible. but it does mean that we cannot keep it quite as strong as we're used to in the Aurora pack. I think we're gonna get the pups topped off, and then I think we're gonna have to do a hunt after we sleep. Territory's not gonna be the greatest, but I want to make sure we have plenty of food if the pups are gonna start getting really hungry now. We do have a carcass, but I think I just want to make sure that we have plenty of food. Jasper, are you hungry at all? There's a little bit of regurgitant if you want to get topped off. I think doesn't smell like there's any danger. Did that patch up our territory a little bit? Okay, I think that might mean that we don't have territorial might, so that might mean Jasper does have territorial might, because that did boost the territory a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's gonna eat this. I guess it's a minuscule amount anyways, but might as well just so it doesn't despawn. And then we're gonna get some sleep. Alright, now the pups are definitely gonna need food. We're definitely gonna need to go on a hunt. I think we do still have that carcass if we... I might have us go... Let's wolf the... Oh! From which direction? Go in the grass, you guys. Ruby, are you the only one out? Okay. Ivory, get in the grass. Ooh, good going, Jasper. Ivory is not wanting to get in the grass. Let me pick her up. Okay. Good. Okay, now you guys stay in the grass. We want to go on a hunt. Come on, let's go stop by our carcass, see if we can get filled up, bring some food back, and then maybe go on a hunt after that, just to make sure the pups are tied over while we're out, especially if we can't get a successful hunt in, just in case. Oh, there's a cougar. There's a cougar and there's really not that much left. I think we're just gonna go ahead and hunt instead of trying to chase off that cougar. Because I don't want that cougar to do too much damage and leave us not able to hunt. Alright, here we go. This herd is at kind of the border of our territory here, so I think we want to try and get them to go this way. Oh, they're not going quite the right way. Hold on. Oh, Jasper's already going for somebody. Is she low? Ooh, I did not get a good bite on her. Let me see if Jasper's got a good target here. Okay, not bad, not bad. She's still doing a little too much damage to us, but here we go, we've got her stopped. And here we go, right by some water. Alright, that took quite a bit of health, but it wasn't a bad hunt, didn't take too much energy at least. So I might, since we're so close to the bottom of our territory, I might top off these hexes, send Jasper back, and then Jasper back to feed the pups, and then we'll do a little bit of marking while we're here, because we do have a little energy to spare. Jasper, are you all fed? Alright, I'm gonna have you go back and feed the pups. And I'm going to mark these weaker hexes. Ooh. The pronghorn calf. It almost looked like there was 2 indicators in there, but I think that was just the different body parts. Alright. I'm gonna continue marking, but we'll hang on to this to bring back for the pups. Oh, another one. This one is also pronghorn. I can't carry them both. I might actually call Jasper over here and have him get one of them. And then we can carry this one. We're almost done marking. I want to come and get these 3 and maybe this one as well, and then we'll head back. I think when we don't have pups to focus on, maybe during the Young Hunters quest, though I don't know because Young Hunters are a little squishy, but I'd love to expand our territory more. I think Snowdrop would love to just have like a huge territory, much less worry of rival packs coming in and getting our pups, plus if we do get a hex invasion, we'd be in a much better place to let them take it if we don't have like the health or the energy to do a hex invasion. We wouldn't have as much to lose if we have a very large territory. So I think that might be the strategy. Interesting. That might be the strategy that that Snowdrop will end up adopting. And what was I just talking about? Might be this one or this one. It's a little hard to tell. I think we're actually gonna leave it though, and worry about that another time because we do not have stamina. As I was saying, I definitely want to make sure that we have good buffer for things like that. It's gonna be a lot easier if we have a very large territory to let some of it get taken and then claim it back later, than to have to fight hex invasions off all the time for fear of them coming in a bit too close. So I think we're definitely going to just focus on marking these hexes over here, and then we'll go to sleep. That leads me to believe it's not Prospect Peak. It might be McBride over here. This is 91%, so I think that's this hex right here. So I think for now we're not going to worry about that. That's not too close to where we are. It's still, we've got a 2 hex buffer there. I like to keep it at 3, but it's not so close that I think I'm especially worried about that hex. So I think we're gonna leave that be and sleep anyways. Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and put this down. And I think we're gonna go ahead and just get some sleep. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and get some sleep. It's definitely this hex. I think we're just gonna have to hope that they don't claim much more than that. I think I want to prioritize getting more sleep. Okay, let's see. What's the territory looking like? Okay, it looks like they just took that 1 hex. That's not too bad. And the hex invasion is not still going. Okay. So I think I want to go over there and mark. Let's see how much the pups get fed from this pronghorn fawn. If they need more food, then we might go run by our carcass first. Seems like they're getting filled up. So I think we'll go straight to marking territory. We'll go over here. Since this isn't bordered with anybody, we'll prioritize over here. Maybe even claim this, since this is pretty low. Yeah, they've got plenty. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set off. We won't bring Jasper with us since we're just marking territory. If we do get a confrontation, then we can always call for him. But we'll go ahead and get our territory marked, since we're doing pretty good on food. Oh. Jasper. I heard his footsteps and I knew he came along. As soon as I stopped, there was like an extra set of footsteps after. Alright, I think we'll head down south and then head up north. We'll always take a little bonus hair. That's interesting, there's a herd running. There must be something up there chasing them. Ah! It's the S'mores twins and their brother! And a bear! Were they antagonizing a bear over there? Alright, I don't want to antagonize them myself, but it's always fun to see them. We'll leave them be to their hunt. Ooh. Oh, and this one's an elk fawn. Okay, we've got one more hex to mark, and then I'll be bringing this back to the den. This will be a pretty good meal for us. Alright, we've got plenty of food, and our border is nice and secure. Eventually we'll get this hex back, but I think right now our priority is keeping the pups fed and keeping the territory that we do have secure. I think young hunters is a good time to keep territory well marked, but it's not as good of a time for expanding borders because the young hunters themselves are a bit squishy. But I do think the best time to be expanding our borders is probably gonna be when we have very young pups, because they don't need as much food at that point. And we will have our yearlings to help us. So I think we're gonna be focusing more on maintaining our territory, but then for the next year, I think we're gonna be doing quite a bit of expanding. We might try to expand a little bit during the Young Hunters quest, but I think we'll try and keep our pups safe from any confrontations. I'm trying to get pack affinity up a little bit before we sleep. I might actually try some playing for a little bit. I don't smell anything over here, so let's do a little bit of chasing. Jasper's a little too tired to get in on the fun, but the pups are enjoying it. Alright, We're not quite above the marker there, but I think I'm gonna get some sleep anyways, and then we can continue to bond a little bit in the morning. Alright, I smell fox. I don't think I smell anything dangerous. Let's do a little howl. A morning howl. Let's see, territory. Oh! That's interesting. This hex just poofed. I wonder if that's like a bug, maybe? Because I feel like this has happened a few times where I've had a hex invasion, and then the territory just magically becomes available again. That's very interesting. That's something to maybe keep an eye on. Let's make sure the pups are fed first and foremost. And then I think we'll go and swipe that territory real quick. I feel like Ivory's getting darker. I think their coats are changing. Is it because they're all 20 plus pounds? I think so. I think they're starting to get older coats. I think Ivory's gotten a bit darker. Ruby's gotten, I think, a little bit lighter. Oh, I'm still bouncing. That's interesting. I think... Oh. Where is that coming from? Oh. That's coming from Prospect Peak. Well. I think we might actually... I think I want to try and get our pack affinity up. Because I think I want to actually bring Jasper and check that out. How fed are the pups? Okay, they're pretty good. I'm gonna put them in the grass, and I think we're gonna check out that hex invasion. I want to save a little bit of energy to run over to the other side of the territory to claim that empty hex. So if there's a lot of wolves there, I might not engage. It is, I think, decently far away from our rendezvous site, but I do still want to check it out. I mean, after all, if there's only a couple wolves, then might not be too bad to chase them off. We're also at full health at the moment, so, and we don't need to do a hunt. So I think we'll be good to check this out. Ah, and it looks like the baby ungulates are old enough to be with the herd now. That's good to know. It means no more scooping up easy meals from the bushes, but that does mean they'll be a little easier to find if we still want to go for calves as a good easy, quick food source. We're almost there. I think it's this next hex. So it is decently far from our rendezvous site if things go poorly here, but we'll see how many wolves they have with them, how manageable this attack will be. Here we are. Okay, 3 wolves. Okay, this might not be too bad. Let's see, do we know these wolves? Who are these wolves? Known wolves. Okay. It doesn't look like we've met the male leader yet. Somebody died, I don't know who that was. Poor guy was a yearling. We've also got a few dispersals that have died and left. Interesting. But doesn't look like anybody notable, but let's see, one of these guys got a limp. Let's kind of test the waters a little here. Wow. Oh, wow. They are very quick to jump in if you bite somebody. It seems like this pack is very defensive. We're already missing one. I think one of them's already run off. I think this is the last one still. Okay, here we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. And we did not take much damage from that, so that's pretty good. I think we'll go ahead, we'll send Jasper home. And we'll go ahead and mark that hex over, over by McBride territory. And then we can, maybe we'll stop by our carcass just to fill up. Maybe I won't have Jasper come home yet. I'll have him come stop by the carcass with me, and then I'll send him home, and then we'll mark that hex since the carcass is on the way anyways. Might as well. Alright, looks like it's just a couple coyotes. Shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. Alright, there they go. Let's go ahead and get filled up. We'll probably need to do a hunt here pretty soon. Our carcass is getting low. Now I can send... Oh, is he already? Okay. Let's go ahead and go home. You don't need to go for the fox. Go ahead, go home. I'm going to go mark this, this territory. Ah, it looks like Bison Peak. McBride is already, already over there. Didn't quite make it. Probably because of the, Prospect Peak attack. We didn't quite get there in time. They're probably actively over there, but we'll see, how many wolves they have over there. Might still be able to sneak in and snag it. Okay, they are actively in this territory. It's been increasing as I go. But I think I'm still gonna try to sneak in and see if I can swoop in and take it. We'll see if I run into wolves, we'll see how many of them there are. I smell dispersals in that direction. So if there's only like 1 or 2 wolves, then we might be able to handle it, but I'm not gonna be too worried about it if there's, really if there's more than 1 wolf. I think we're probably not going to, keep trying because we don't really have stamina. Is that the bear music? Okay, I think that was the bear music. Okay. I think here's where the stranger wolf smell is. What direction? Because I don't know. I have claimed it, but I don't know if they're going to, steal it back if they're still in here. I smell their footprints. I might actually track them down and make sure that they, well, that's Elk Tongue and McBride. I wonder if they're having a bit of a confrontation. I mean, it does seem like there's some interesting things going on with Elk Tongue and McBride. The Elk Tongue home hex and McBride home hexes are very close together, and McBride has kind of cut Elk Tongue off from the rest of their territory. But it does seem like they might have left. Ooh, well, McBride might be going this way. Interesting. It's hard to tell exactly what direction these are going. It seems like Elk Tongue is going one way, McBride was going another. I just want to make sure these guys don't immediately start a hex invasion as soon as I leave. Okay, it seems like they've left our territory. Okay. So we'll go ahead and head home. We'll go ahead and head home. I think that was a pretty successful mission there. It seems like they weren't too worried about stealing that hex. So we'll just go ahead and head home and get some sleep. Alrighty, I've got a little bit of hair. Yeah, the pup's coat's definitely changed. Quartz looks very different. Ivory is definitely a lot darker. I want to say Ivory's even darker than Flint now. She was very light in color. And Ruby's a little bit lighter, I think, as well. Let's make sure I don't smell anything. I think we're gonna go ahead and get some sleep. I might even see if we can do 2 sleeps. Our territory's not great up here, but it's not a border with anybody. So, and I mean, we do need to do a hunt, but I think I want to try and get our bar full, and the pups are pretty fed for now. We should be able to feed them one more time when we wake up. So I might try and get 2 sleeps in. Uh-oh. I was just trying to call them closer because I thought I saw Coyote's scent, but that is much worse than Coyote. Who are you? Prospect Peak. Ah, I recognize you as one of the wolves that attacked in the Hex invasion. Make sure the pups stay in the grass. Get out of here. Get out. Ooh, quartz, quartz, quartz. Quartz. Quartz, be careful. Okay, they're going. Whew. Okay, but I think everybody's fed, everybody's safe. I think Quartz, you're really wagging your tail like nothing happened. Like you didn't run out of the grass and almost get killed. It's because Prospect Peak we only have a 2 hex buffer, unfortunately. But we don't really we're not really in a place to expand right now just yet. But I think we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit more sleep and then we'll do a hunt. Alright, I think I still smell the stranger wolves from last time. But we're gonna have to woof the pups in the den. Ooh, actually before we do that, or well, in the grass, before we do that we do need to bond a bit. Just to make sure they stay in the grass. See if that boosted it at all. It's hard to tell because those hexes are so low. I didn't check beforehand. But let's make sure get affinity up. Jasper might be leaving without us. I think Jasper's going without us. Hey, where are y'all going? Where am I going? I'm not clicking the button. There we go. You guys, let's come here. Let's get everybody's affinity up, and then we can go catch up with Jasper, maybe. He might be going to Mark first. Alright, you guys, get in the grass. Yep, there's coyotes. They're all in the grass. Where are the coyotes? There they are. Hopefully they don't stick around too long. We don't have Jasper. Ooh, I do not like him going in the grass like that. We don't have Jasper to help us. Get out of the grass. I mean, pups stay in the grass. Ivory, 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 Ivory. Ivory? No, it won't let me. Oh! It wouldn't let me grab her! You guys stay in the grass, stay in the grass. I was trying to grab her and it wouldn't let me. It was flicking back and forth too much between the coyote and her, and I couldn't grab it. It wanted me to regurgitate. I was holding it, but it said I couldn't regurgitate. I was holding it. Gosh, if only Jasper hadn't left in like 2 seconds. I was trying to get affinity up. I'm gonna have to go catch up with him, and we need to do a hunt. If only he hadn't left. Trying to protect pups as one wolf with two enemies is extremely difficult. What is that? A moose antler. And it was also extremely hard when there's 2 different things there. It's really hard to specify what exactly you're trying to do, and I couldn't get it to decide if I was trying to bite the coyote or grab Ivory. I was trying to pick her up. Oh, of course, I guess I don't think you can pick them up when they're that size, but there was nothing else I could do. There was too many coyotes. I mean, not too many like, there was 2 coyotes and 1 me, basically. There was no way I was gonna be able to stay on 1 coyote and also, gosh, where is Jasper? I might actually just look for food and then he'll probably catch up. Oh, that's interesting. I just realized Jasper actually has food. And it looks like he's going back to the rendezvous site. I don't actually know where he got food. He didn't take any damage, so I don't think he did a hunt. He must have found something. But I think I still want to do a hunt, so I might try and get these guys running. And then once Jasper's fed the pups, I can call him with me. Unless I find a weak enough elk that I feel I can take on by myself. I don't think I want to go for a calf. I think I want to get a full carcass down. But, coyotes going after a calf? That's interesting. I think I want to keep going for the main herd. Pups are fed. I think I'll call Jasper over here. And then I might try to turn these guys around a little closer to the rendezvous site. It's gonna be hard to tell if any mothers are weak because it could just be their calf that's on the lower end. And it is taking a lot of damage to do bites here. that's not going to be a viable option. And I think the elk are a bit too strong to do, to wait for anybody to fall, so I think we're gonna have to go for a calf. Keep an eye on our health, we might want to wait for Jasper. Here he comes. Let's try and drive him towards him. The elk is chasing him. Let's try and get this. Get away, ow! Didn't quite get away in time. This calf should only be like maybe one more hit. Ooh. And here we go. Okay, can we pick them up? No, we can't. Okay. They're a bit too big to pick them up right now. Go ahead and get filled up. Is Jasper full? Okay, I'm gonna send him back because pack affinity's not super high. I don't want the pups to leave. I'll probably finish this off. Is there any... Okay, you can take the whole thing in a chunk. Okay. I think we're gonna beat Jasper back anyways. Because he's just walking. Alright. We are back. Don't smell anything, just elk. Let's get the pups topped off on that meat chunk there. And I think while we have extra energy, we might go mark territory. We'll wait for Jasper to get back. I'm tempted to just get some sleep again to keep our bar pretty full, but I think with growing pups, it's not really going to be an option to keep our bar full, so I think we need to try and while we have a full bar, try and take advantage of it by getting both a hunt and some territory barked at the same time. So I think we'll need to, as soon as Jasper gets back, just go ahead and go mark. Because I do not want our territory to become a huge problem during growing pups, but I can already see it happening. Alright, since Jasper's here, we're gonna go ahead and mark. We'll just get in that corner. We won't fortify everything, just because if you fortify everything at the same time, then it all decays at the same time. No, Jasper, go back. Go watch the pups. Jasper. Go watch the pups. I'm sorry, buddy. I know. It's a boring job, but hey. I have to do the long, tiring one of marking territory. It's not like I'm doing a fun hunt. That's not great. Where is that coming from? Okay, it's, I think the same, maybe that same hex, or maybe this one. Regardless, I am not worried about it. We are getting very, very close to Yeah, I think it's this one. We are getting very, very close to growing pups, and I do not want to be going into growing pups. Well, we really don't have the health for a hex invasion regardless. I know it looks like I'm going for the hex invasion, I'm just going for this hex up here, but yeah, I definitely do not think we are in a place to deal with that hex invasion. We don't have the health, we don't have the stamina, and we're about to go into growing pups, so I think we're gonna have to leave that one as well. It seems like McBride is probably gonna be a problem for a while for us. I think we might make it a goal come winter time to maybe even claim the whole northern half of the territory. It would be a lot, especially on Unforgiving, but to be honest, I could see Snowdrop being a little crazy like that, and being paranoid enough to want the biggest territory on the map to keep as big of a buffer as possible to keep her pups safe. But we're gonna start a little slowly with that, I think. I don't think we're gonna try and do that, you know, immediately next year, but we might expand more and more as the years go by, maybe. As our pack gets bigger and bigger. But we do have to be careful. As our pack gets bigger and bigger, so do the packs around us. So we would need to be careful of that, but yeah, I think eventually I could see Snowdrop having an absolutely massive territory, and I would love to push McBride all the way out of that area so that we don't have to constantly be fighting for territory over there. Because in fairness, I think McBride also wants a bit of a buffer in their territory. And I think that's why they are so focused on hex invasions, because we are very close to their home hex. Even if we're not sending any attacks to their den, I mean, they don't know that. So they're also trying to protect their pack. But I think Snowdrop wants to keep her pack safe above all else. I think she would also just be used to having a really big territory, since she did come from a very large pack herself. Alright. I do smell coyotes that way, but I think we're gonna sleep anyways, because I don't think they can attack while we're sleeping. And it definitely is this hex. That's far enough that I'm not too worried about it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and sleep and not worry about it. Oh, I guess Jasper regurgitated for them, so I guess we'll have to wait a little bit to sleep. I don't like that I smell coyotes, though. I might put them in the grass. Did they finish off that regurgitant? Okay. Okay, I might actually let them sleep in the grass, just because the coyotes are gonna make me a little nervous there. Alright, we are pretty much to growing pups. I think as soon as we get a little bit of food down, we'll be there. Still kind of smell coyote, but I can't tell if that's coming from right now or if that's remainders from last night. Okay, I think, did they claim 2 hexes up here? I think it looks like they claimed both of these hexes. It's a little unfortunate, but they're at least still far enough away that I'm not too worried about it. I think that coyote is from right now. It's a little worrying. But I want to let the pups eat, because they do run out of food very quickly. Flint just needs a little bit more. And then we'll be at growing pups, which is definitely going to be very interesting. I think the pups already get really hungry really quickly and unforgiving in general. So I'm not sure I'm quite looking forward to how how much food they're gonna need in growing pups here. Gosh, is Flint really not gonna gain that one more little pound? That one more 0.1 pound? Because I guess Ivory was our runt. Flint's not even a runt, but he's like a good pound behind the others. Okay, I don't think I smell coyote anymore. I don't think they're heading this way. Man, I wanna get them to growing pups so that we can end the episode there. I wanna be able to look at their coats. So yeah, can I not pick them up still? Okay, I can pick them up at this age. So I could have picked up Ivory. It just wouldn't let me. Gosh, that's so frustrating. If I just sit and wait, will he eventually hit it, or do I need to, like, sleep for him to hit it, or give him more food? Because I really want to see their adult coats. I'm so impatient. Come on, Flint. I gotta end the episode, but I want to see your adult coats. Can I give you like a little bit more food? No. There are coyotes. I see a coyote over there. Okay, I know where they're coming from now. And we have Jasper. Flint. Okay, he's going in the grass over there. Okay. Get out of here. I'm gonna stay by the pups. I do not want to risk a pup running away from me. I don't even want to let the coyotes get over here, really. Ruby. Okay. Okay, the coyotes are heading off. That's good, okay. I guess... okay. We don't have a carcass, so we're gonna need to do a hunt. So I think we're gonna have to end the episode here. I would have really liked to have seen their adult coats, but Flint is a little bit behind, and I do not want to draw this out anymore, trying to hunt and get him fed. I would have liked for it to have just like happened. Okay, Ruby is at 37. I like looking at their stats. I think the only other option would be maybe to sleep right now, and I think Flint would get to where he is, but I really don't want to risk that when we don't have a carcass down, so I think I'm gonna have to just end the episode here, and you'll have to see what their adult coats look like next time in the next couple weeks, so I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.